Okay, turn it on. Okay, turn it off for a minute. And come in here and get these chickens and throw them back over.
Honestly, your chickens.
Just set them over on that side. Okay, you can go turn it back on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that was me showing you guys that Premier One fencing does work. Now these chickens are right at 3 weeks, and they can still squeeze through like the top of the little squares. You can see a couple of them got out inside the fence, but we had it turned off because we're going in and out of there. But I wanted to record that, showing you guys that this fence does keep the chickens from going in and out. You seen that they got shocked a couple of times. It wasn't a hard shock or anything like that, but it was enough to keep them from trying to go back in. So that's when I let Hadley go in and put him back over. And since we turned the fence on, we have had no issues with the little chicks trying to go through. They learn pretty quick. Even though they're little chickens, they learn not to go through the fence pretty quick. So we're going to pick up this vlog. I think Hayden and Brandy are going to go feed the pigs, do a couple other little things, and then we're going to come back and talk to you about some things that we got going on, and a little bit about more Premier One and their fencing. I've got a lot of questions about it. So we'll go over the fencing, some other stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the vlog.
Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go feed the pigs. You little piggies. They just ran over here. Right there. You guys. Guys, what are you doing? Hey piggies. Are you feeling better? I'm gonna feed you, okay? Guys, come inside there. There's a little
gravy
one.
on its ear.
Ooh.
The little one's right in there. Here, move your phone. Here, little guy.
Hi, what are you doing? Come here.
Here,
Thank
let's
you.
see if the little guy will eat this one.
Hi, Abby.
Hey, be easy.
Hi.
Little guy.
Yeah, Fatty went over there. That's not Fatty, is it?
They're about the same.
Girl, no, leave the piggies alone.
If I could get the baby to come.
Look at her. She's like, what are you doing? Hi.
I'm gonna throw this under there.
Okay. Ew.
Biggins coming back for some
Megan,
refill.
some power up. I got soaking wet.
The little one's still. Good job, little guy.
What are you doing? Let me show you guys this. What is she doing? Ma'am, I would think you need to get down. What do you do? Did you guys hear that? Who was that?
Hold on. Hey.
You can use all that.
Put some in it, then you can, here, you get your little shovel thing and add some of that other time. Okay, now you put some of that other.
What's the other stuff?
Put the little plant on the ground, honey. You need to cut that about all the
Want Mom to help you a little bit?
Is that good enough?
Oh, that bird's died balking. We used to have one that wouldn't let the cat come back in the yard.
Where do I put the stuff that I dig?
First of all, number 4.
Yeah.
Get wet at the levels of that.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Yeah, like that. There you go. Now that's good. Now
Okay.
get your little plant.
This is the watermelon for Leon's contact.
Hey, smash the. Okay, look. Smash that.
This?
Smash it all around it. And then do this. Look.
Take that label out
Smash
of
it
it.
over like that. Yeah, look at you
Smash
guys.
our fruits up.
Look at you.
Now put it in
That's
the
good, that's good.
center. Make sure.
Take that tag out.
You can leave it in the bucket so we know what it is. Perfect. Lily, stop. You can hear her in the background. Okay, so we got Hope's watermelon over here in the garden. I'll show you guys a quick garden update before we go over and look at the chickens and the Premier One netting, and before I get into all that. But I've never grown watermelon in a bucket. I think it'll work. Just the vine will grow up over and grow around. But I'll show you what we got. So here's Hope's watermelon for Leon, gardening with Leon, his contest he's putting on with Grow Jack Outdoors and Arms Family. You can see that's Hadley's big green bell pepper. And there's our pepper patch. There's our carrot bed. We got the squash in for the second time, I think. Those are Brussels sprouts, but they're not doing very good at all. Here's our tomatoes. A little bit of spinach up there, not doing real well. We got some green. I planted some green beans around these just because we had some extra seeds, and thought they could just grow up here and we can get them. Hopefully they don't shade out the tomatoes. We'll see if that happens. We'll have to deal with it, but tomatoes looking good. Here's Hayden's entry for her tomato plant in the buckets. So that's what we chose to go with, was the buckets for the girls to do Leon, Garden with Leon's contest. But check out my broccoli. It's doing really well. Check it out. Let's see. I'm getting ready to harvest this one pretty quick. From my experience with broccoli, it's not a whole lot. This is my 3rd year growing broccoli. You can see how tight that ball is. Okay, well, you come over here. This one's still pretty dang tight, but what I could tell once they start to separate a little bit, it's time to harvest them. They'll start getting little yellow flowers. You don't want that because they'll start to bolt on you. This one's actually getting ready. I'm getting ready to harvest that one. It's bigger than my fist. So this one we're getting ready to eat. I got some little ones growing. There's another good sized one. We're probably getting ready to get that one too. But they're doing good. The broccoli's doing really well. So I'm happy with the garden so far. The weeds are to a minimal this year. I got to get a handle on that, like I've been saying. Oh, here's our sugar snap peas. These are the same ones I planted over there behind the tomato, by the tomatoes. Okay, so let's walk over. I'll show you the chickens real quick. You probably already seen them in the intro, and we're gonna talk about this Premier One, just Premier One in general, and what a lot of people don't really talk about. So we'll get into that in just a second. Check this out. The chickens are nice and happy. I put another feeder right there, just an open feeder, because that's not big enough for 50 of them. They'll fight for it, and they'll all get fed, but some will get more than others. So I separated some, put some feed over here. They've been eating for probably the last 45 minutes or so. We got the water. They're drinking a lot of water because I just filled that up, and it's about a quarter. Either that or it's just flowing over. So chickens are doing awesome. We had a pretty good storm yesterday, and we did not lose a chicken one. They did not get wet with me putting the sides up there. I got the other water. I got 3 waters. I got this pipe water with the nipples down there, the little cups, and I got this one right here. But you can see they're just enjoying life right now. That one's just hanging out in the feeder itself. So you can see the Premier One netting around my main chicken coop. It's for their chicken run. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about Premier One and their chicken netting and just in general their products. You guys, if you've been following me very long, you know I do not promote a lot of companies at all. I just don't do it. I like to find a company that supports me and I love their product. And Premier One, they've been supporting me for this is the 2nd year now. I did their hog netting, I got their poultry netting, their chicken netting. And now I got an incubator in the house. I'm gonna go in there and I'll show you that. We've got a quail incubator, which you can do other things too. Once we get out here, done talking about this netting and stuff, we'll go in there and I'll show you putting eggs in there and all that. But Premier One overall, you will see their netting, this white netting back behind here. If you see that on a YouTube channel, more than likely it's Premier One. YouTubers love this stuff. I don't see a lot of YouTubers talk about hardly at all. In general, not really very many of them. You just see the netting in the background. Usually, if you have a YouTube channel and you're consistent with content, you put good content out, you raise your animals right. Premier One likes to sponsor certain channels, and they sponsored us last year and now this year with netting, and that's something that you don't see a lot of YouTubers talk about. Is I didn't have to pay for this. The only thing they ever asked me to do is just whenever I use it, just show it and put a link down below, because if someone's interested in it, all they gotta do is go down and click the link. I don't get paid money, you might say, for promoting them. I get the product, and that alone is enough for me, because this isn't the cheapest product. It's well made, quality stuff. So you're gonna pay for what you get, and with Premier One, you're getting a good product. For me, using it for the last 2 years, I have no complaints about it. And we'll walk over to the pig pen where I raised 3 feeder pigs last year in their Premier One hog netting. And I'm going to put links to all the links I got down below in the description box. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go click, and you can actually go to their website, premierone.com. But you can go down to those actual links, and it shows Premier One that I'm sending people traffic to them. And we all know that's part of it. They're just not giving you a product just to use and without promoting it, obviously. And you got, like I said before, I don't promote very many products at all. So when I do promote them, I back them, and this is Premier One I definitely back. So they have so many more different products other than just the chicken netting and the hog netting I used last year. They got stuff for cattle. They got the incubator, like I said. They got tons and tons of stuff. I got a big old book in there, it has everything in there. But you guys, if you're interested in anything to do with farming, homesteading, this type of lifestyle where you're raising your own animals, then go check out Premier One. And like I said, I don't get paid for it, and people are like, oh, you got the product. Yes, I do have the product, and that, to me, like I said, that's payment enough. So they also got the along with the netting, they have the solar chargers right here, and these things work awesome. I actually have 2 of them. I'm running this fence. I could actually run both fences with it, but I was having a little bit of an issue because I got some water standing over there, and you just have to look into it. This isn't a review on Premier One, but I have a little bit of issues with the current, and I got to get that straightened out. But I got another solar panel over there on that one, so I'm not having any issues right now. All is well. But you can see I use this for my main chicken run. Check that out. And that's plenty big enough for the chickens I got. And then once the meat chickens are gone, I can even open this run up, extend this, and double the run if I want to. I don't know if that's something I'll do. Wouldn't hurt nothing. So that's a possibility. So we'll walk over here to the old pig site now. If you've been following me, you see my pigs are back there underneath the tree, and I'm using the cattle panels itself. But I will be extending that pen with the Premier One hog netting that I used last year, because I got a little area over there that stays really wet that I want them to work a pond into, maybe make a pond out of it for me. But come here, I'll show you this real fast. Okay, so you can see where all of this grass is at. That's where I raised 3 pigs at. It was 35 by 15 by 35 by 15. So that's just all the space you need. And you can see I had artificial netting over here. It's pretty nasty right now. We had a bunch of pigs in there. It's holding water really well. I had the shelter right there. I gotta get this cleaned up. There's my old water. So yeah, this was the old pig pen site. And I raised 3 of them right there. If you have been with me very long, you know I like to do things practical. I like to show things that you guys can do too with a little bit of land. Even though I got 10 acres where I could pretty much do whatever I want, we only use like 1.5 acres, if that 2 acres total, just because we got goats. We had sheep, we got goats now. We have about 2 acres out there that we run them. I got the pigs out there too, and we just use this little bit of area of backyard. This is like a normal sized backyard, you might say. It may look bigger on the channel, but it's not that big of an area that we're using. I own all the way back to the tree line over there, so you can see all the land I don't use. So that's the thing. I like to show things that you guys can do too. So with this Premier 1 netting, the hog netting, if you have a small area and you're allowed to have pigs, the netting, my pigs I raised last year never got out one time, not one time. We even had a storm that actually that blew over some of the netting that I didn't have secure very good, and the pigs they still stayed in. So that was pretty good experience with that. I'm not saying they can't get out of it. Obviously, if a pig wants to run right through it, they can. But if you keep a pig happy, fed, watered, shade, and not hot, you gotta have a mud hole for them. They're not gonna try to get out for the most part. Now if you go in there and spook them and do all that, yeah, they might run through it. I'm not saying they can't get through it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying mine never did go through it. They never got out. So that was a big thing for me because I do not have a perimeter fence. So if they got out, they could be gone. So I put a lot of faith in that, and it turned out really well for me. So with that being said, that's all I got for you out here. We're gonna go inside. I gotta get some more quail eggs. I've been saving up my quail eggs because I have some breeder quail that you guys, if you've been following me, they just start laying again. So I've been collecting eggs. I think I got about 40 or 50 saved up. Whatever I get today, we'll put in there. So I'll show you the chickens one more time, and then next time you see me, we'll be in the house putting the eggs in the new incubator. I got it out, put it all together, got it heating up. It says let it heat for a couple hours or whatnot, but I'll go in there and show you doing all that here in a minute. But yeah, Premier 1 netting. The truth about it, it works awesome. It works awesome. So if you have different experience than I do, please leave me some comments down below. Maybe we can get it figured out together. Get down in the comment section, and we can all just talk to each other and tell me what you guys like about it or what you dislike. I've actually kept a steer in this too for probably about a month or so. This stuff actually works really well because they jump over it, sure, but he never did. He's got shocked a few times and he stayed away from it. All right, so we'll go in the house and I'll show you putting the eggs in the incubator. Hey, we got some more eggs right here. Get all these collected here. Let's see. Put a little duster in there for them. I gotta fill their water up. I've been putting that water in there too. All right, let's go in the house, put these on the incubator. Right, here's an automatic turner. I haven't got plugged in yet, but it automatically turns it. This is actually a humidifier that comes with it. You don't have to have one of these. You can take these off. I'm not gonna do a whole review on it, but you can take them off, put the water in there. With my experience with incubators, my big one has water. You just put water in the tray, and you can do the same thing right here on that. But there's the heater too and all that. So I'm gonna put these in here, and I'm gonna get off here. We'll do a total review later on once they hatch out. But yeah, that's what it is. If I can get a good shot of it.
Smash that like button and turn that notification bell and give me a huge thumbs up.
And
subscribe.
bye. Thanks for the help.